Welcome to Educational Minds Academy. Today we will show you how to scan your documents professionally using ClearScan. So there are a number of scanners on the Play Store, but today we choose to use ClearScan. Reasons: because ClearScan does not leave watermarks, and that makes your document looks professionally. And one thing, ClearScan just takes clear documents. It makes clear documents. It's easy to use its user interface. This is a note to everyone who's going to attempt to use a scan using a smartphone. Scanning with a smartphone is not the best option out there. The best scanning option that you can have out there is using a printer. Also, an advice for those of you who use phones that do not take good pictures. There's not going to be a miracle that suddenly, because you are using ClearScan, your scans will look very great. Make sure your phone is also capable of taking good pictures. When you try it and take a picture of a document, when you zoom it in, can you see what is written there? If you can't see very well, likely that your phone doesn't have a good camera lens for taking clear documents. Now let's continue. You can enter your Play Store and search ClearScan app and search it, and then when you found it, you can install it, and then after that you can open it. Opening ClearScan for the first time, it looks like this. What we want to do today is to scan directly in the app. So we were interested using this camera icon at the bottom, but this one is when you want to convert your pictures into a PDF. Today we are not doing that. We are scanning directly from the camera. So now what do you need? So today we'll be scanning two types of documents. We'll be scanning a proof of payment. We'll be scanning also a normal A4 document. So for example, you might need to deposit some money to some universities and upload a proof of payment, and you would like to convert that slip from your bank into a proof of payment. And then now, after you have downloaded ClearScan, and now you can click the camera icon. So now, okay, let's get started. Now, assuming that your document, your slip is here, your proof of payment is right here, you also need to get a plain white paper and a clean table. If you don't know where to find a plain white paper, it's easy. Just find on some of the papers that were printed. You see, this was a periodic table, but in most cases, people don't print both sides of the page. So you can take advantage of that and turn it upside down. Make sure the things that are written at the back of this paper are not reflecting on the front, on the other side. So that's when you decide whether it's a good paper to use or not. So one more thing that you could do is to align the bottom edge of your paper with the edge of your table so that your document would look straight up, and so that looks professionally. Next thing that you would need, material that you would need maybe you could need a pre-stick. If you have a pre-stick, it's a better option or best option to use for the purpose of this video, as a pre-stick can be removed without ruining your slip if you still want to use it. But if you have a glue, you can use it as well. Just make sure you don't use permanent glues if you still want to use the slip. Now the next thing that you do, you want to take the slip and align it in the center and middle of the A4 page. It's fine even if it doesn't align with the bottom of the table for now. You can start by aligning your slip and then realign the entire page with the table. So but now there's something that looks off here. If we were to take a pen and look at here, there is a shadow here. These shadows will create some black lines when you scan this document. This slip is not flat about this white paper, so about this plain paper. So what can we do now? We suggested that you get a pre-stick, so you turn your slip upside down, and on its corners paste a small pre-stick and paste it on all the corners. Now we are done pasting the pre-stick on the corners of this slip. If you are using a glue, it will be easier. You just paste a glue along this edge, and at the bottom, this, like from this corner to the other corner. And then you will do this next. You will flip the slip next and make sure it's in the middle. The edge aligns very well with the top edge. The top edge of the slip aligns very well with the top edge of the plain paper, and stretch it a little bit on the bottom edge, and make sure you stretch it a little bit. Now flatten the slip, and then so that the pre-stick can can stick on the slip and also on the plain paper. Now the slip appears as flat as possible. Now it's not perfect, but if you are worried about the area here a little bit, you can add a little bit of pre-stick. I will fix that right now. Yeah, you can use a ruler to flatten it also if you want. Now I'm satisfied with the results. You can do your best. I know you can do better than me. So now realign your plain paper to the bottom of the table, to the bottom edge of the table, and now it's realigned now. So now we are ready to take a picture. Now you don't just take a picture. So now we are going to move it. We're going to move our phone closer to the document a little bit, just slowly and gently, up until at that moment when all you see is the white plain paper and the slip. At this time, you still see the edge of the table. If I bring it back, you still see the edge of the paper and the table. You don't want to see the edge of the paper and the table, but do not move it too close. Just move it a little bit up until all you see is the white paper and the slip that you are trying to scan. And take a nice photo that will certify you. Now, when you took a nice photo, now you can crop it a little bit. Just move the cropping handles to the top of the page, and now it looks like a professional document. And I'll click the check mark right here. Click the check mark right here. All right, so and then clear scan will process the document. So the document appears scanned and professionally scanned, and appears integrated with the plain white paper. So as you can see, this looks very good and clear. As I told you, this phone can take good pictures, so it's your responsibility to make sure you take it with a good phone. And where we have put a boy stick to just hide the reference, we are aware of YouTube community guidelines and restrictions. So now that we took this one, now how do we take a normal document? Let's just take a paper, do the realignment as we did before, and now move it closer up until the thing that you see is the white paper, is the white part of the page, and the content that you want to take. Don't move it too close, don't move it don't be too far. So just at the moment that you reach, you always see is the white paper and the content that you are trying to take, and make sure it's well aligned. Now this, I'm satisfied with this one. And now sometimes it gets it wrong. It is trying to crop in that area, so but you know that your document doesn't end there. So you just want to go to also include the white area, because documents appear like that in reality. Click the check mark, and ClearScan processes the document. This one looks a bit skewed, so we can try and perfect that one. Take a good shot. Let's take a good shot of this document. Yeah, let's try it again. Let's see. Now you see at the left you are seeing some black lines. That's because if you're cropping tools, you can't see them in the white area. You're not going to have a good, so just make sure you make sure the cropping handle, you can see them on the white area of your page, of your plain sheet, of the page, or yeah, the page. Now do it again up until you are satisfied. So that is it, guys, on how you scan documents using ClearScan. Please subscribe to Educational Mind Academy, like and share, as we keep making educational content that can help others.